to little Dungeons and Dragons thing we like to do. Cast Awake and What Lies Beneath back on that plot line. Any announcements from anyone?
Same stuff.
Same stuff. Doing running the campaign with
Stack up.
yeah, Stack Up. They have great dice. Go check out the dice.
Well, they
Helping
did
out
a
vets.
they. I don't think they're running the dice anymore.
No more dice.
No,
Everybody sold out the dice. Should have got them when you could have.
they did a limited run with Norse Forge. They may still have some dice, aluminum dice, like this one.
Sad.
But it's just a limited run.
Sad face.
If anyone caught our midweek session with Austin, it was amazing. Train heist stuff going on.
Train wreck.
Yeah. Snakes on a train.
I hope everybody's ready to jump back in to see what happens with this creature that you've captured outside of this city that y'all are in.
Yeah.
Is it just us three tonight?
Like I said, I didn't see David say he wasn't, but I didn't say he said he would be here also. Yeah. He's being a little absent in the chat. I don't know if anybody wants to. I can message real quick and see. David.
I need to reply to this email real quick.
All right, just send him a message to see if he's going to be on. Baby, come back.
Y'all see the picture of Tom Hardy wearing the Spider-Man No Way Home hat?
Yeah, we were talking about
Yeah,
that.
we were just talking about that. And I was
I was
asking them a minute ago if it was this one, but apparently it's a different one.
No,
It's the
just
one
like a
that's
black
in
dad
my
hat.
room. It's
Yeah.
in my room.
Yeah. I literally just said something about that like 5 minutes before you got on. Or got in the chat. Alright, he's out too, so I guess it's just three of us, yeah. Damn.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and jump in. Last we left off, in the midst of a harrowing onslaught of the town of Towstone, the city of Towstone. You fought waves of wraiths and ghouls, ghasts, eventually settling on werewolves coming in for the finale. Took care of them pretty well. Captured a bunch of souls. The city seems like they are prepared for this type of thing. The big ballistas lighting up everyone coming in. At the end, you captured one of the werewolves that had turned back into its humanoid form, going from beast into humanoid. I guess werewolves are humanoid always, but
Yeah,
you get the gist.
technically.
The city guard came and surrounded you guys and told you to, I guess, accompany them to the town capital, where an investigation will take place as to what this creature is, why they're attacking, and get to the bottom of it a little more. You guys are... Cade would not let the body go, so you guys are currently carrying the body to the town center, and that's what we'll pick up. So y'all are walking through the city as like a
Under guard, right?
yeah, flanked by city guards and
How many?
town people are looking at you guys as y'all are walking down, like out of their
Or he's
houses
just-
and stuff. And
Oh, he's just waving, tipping his cap.
How many guards are around us? Would
about 30. About
Okay.
30.
All right. Fair enough.
Harley's gonna say to Alistar and Grace, Madame Monsieur, why don't you let me and Kate and Mr. Alondor take care of these things, and you can head back for the evening and get some rest.
Shower up.
Yeah, Grace goes, yeah, thanks for that. I'm definitely going. You gotta finish my massage. You guys pull me out of it. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going back to the Kelly's house.
Nice.
Alistar's. Yeah, that was a bit much. I'm gonna go too.
I figured you would want to adjourn for the evening.
I'm pretty expended.
Did a lot of work. That's for sure.
Be sure to tell Webb we're heading back to probably the whatever watch Cade is part of that I keep forgetting the name of.
Well,
Death Watch. We're headed back to
the-
the Death Watch sometime to get these souls
Headed to
paid
the,
for.
we're headed to the Citadel first.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we're gonna get paid. How long a travel is it from the outer wall to the?
It's about
to
an
the city?
hour.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to be attuning to the mimic bracelet in that hour's time, if
Smart.
you
Sweet.
allow it.
Yeah, no problem. You're just walking,
Sweet.
so
Sweet.
Nice.
I got one more thing. It's only been 2 hours since we well, 2 free hours where I can attune to something.
Yeah. So up front is that main captain that came out and talked to everyone. And then
You get his name?
I don't believe you did. No, I don't
think so.
believe so. Yeah.
If we did, I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know what? I got
And
this.
you see Dale walking up there too, kind of close to him because he kind of congratulated him and stuff, and Dale's talking to him, and then he leaves. You get the assumption that he's going home for the night.
Oi!
Hi, Dale! Au
Thank-
revoir, Dale!
Thank you, Doug.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Hey, come and see us at Wendy's.
I was where you're staying.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll be there. Maybe tomorrow if you're around. Long night for me.
Seems like a short night. Seems
Oh.
like you'd probably be out there a little longer.
Oh, that's not the night I'm talking about, friend. And he turns and
Oh,
walks
yeah,
away.
yeah.
Gonna-
I got it.
nudge
He's
you a little
heading.
bit.
He's heading to a long night.
Good for Doug.
Dale. Dale was his name.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a guy on his shoulder. I don't think he can hear through the.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
His name was Dale.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so we follow suit. I think if I would attempt to strike up a convo with the captain and at least get his name. And
I was just about to say, Kate's gonna lean towards. Or wait, do we still have the mental thing, or no? Has that been too long?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, we still have it.
Over the telepathic link, I'm gonna be like, "Oi, trickster, see if we can get some information from this man in charge here, this captain guy."
Yeah, I'll make my way up there, very nonchalant and unassuming, and just. Bonjour, monsieur. I don't think I caught your name.
Oh, this is Captain Wrigley.
Oh, Captain Wrigley. That's a beautiful name.
Yes, Wrigley
is-
Scott.
Is this like a human or can we tell? Or...
Yeah, it seems human, but has elvish features. You get this is probably some sort of half breed.
Okay.
That
Okay.
thunder?
Yeah.
Man, the weather here just changes. Yeah, it's at my house.
Yes,
Okay,
Jesus.
was like,
started
whoa.
out a lovely evening, but yeah, I can see it's gone a bit dark.
Um, so the wall thing that we just handled, is that like a normal thing or?
Yes, happens about once a week, every many days after it first started. It's a while ago, about a year ago, so um, the the town has grown since then. Just every day is a building defenses and spreading the safety of which we can live throughout the week.
I
So
see the town. It seems to have like been overgrown. It's kind of crazy.
yeah, well, everyone around this area they kind of flock to this because if they're not inside these walls, they seem, you know, to either get attacked or turn into the attackers. From what I can tell.
Do you have any idea of like why this is happening, or is there a
No,
specific event from like a year ago that caused this?
not that any of us can think of off the top of our heads. We've had scholars look into old tales about this region, and nothing has come up. And we've sent out scouts, and to be honest, none of our
Do they
scouts have
come back?
returned. No,
Oh no, that's not good. That you get no information if your scouts don't return.
yes, that's the
Um,
conundrum we have.
hmm. Okay. How long have you been a part of the guard here in town?
Oh, it's a lineage gig. I started when I was about 15.
Oh wow.
My father and brothers and their father before them, or our father before that, and long line of towns guard for this city.
The city pretty old?
Yeah, this city was here before the War of the Ancients, so yeah, it's
Sorry to
it's an
break
old city.
conversation, but audio's not working on the stream right now, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to record all of this conversation for later. So
This good lore.
Yeah.
Now you get me paranoid about mine.
it's for some reason it's not picking up any of my desktop audio on the stream.
Didn't that happen on Thursday?
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
I think so.
Yeah, and then you had to reset it or
The
something.
stream.
Didn't that happen on Thursday? You had to do a different setup.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
I think so.
No, that was
Yeah,
the
and then you had to
video.
reset it or
It
something.
wasn't
Oh.
playing video.
Didn't that happen on Thursday? You had to
Now
do a
it's not
different
playing
setup.
audio.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
I think so.
No, that was the
why is
video.
it doing
It,
this?
it wasn't playing video.
Technology.
Now it's not playing audio.
I appreciate that, Chef.
Why is it doing
So yeah,
Now it's not.
basically, I don't know. Unless you have any other questions, I mean, I know you probably do. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll just.
do you have
I'll
any
just, like,
questions?
I'll just talk to him about his wife or something.
Yeah.
So are you married or have kids or anything?
Yes, 3 sons, 1 daughter.
Oh, 3 sons, building the lineage.
Yes, we have to. It's, you know, keep it keep the town nice and tight and fortified, and can't do that without bringing in new generations to do it for us. So
Do you have any issues with like nepotism, or do your sons have to work through the ranks? They don't just become captain when they're of age, correct?
no, so we have this this ritual that we follow. It's like a test of will. Even the gods, they like that we still follow it. All the thunder. We send them out into the wild at the age of 15, and if they come back, they are anointed into the guard.
If?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay. It's pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
What
So
about your wife?
two of my sons have passed. One is out on his journey currently.
Oh. That must be very stressful for you.
It is, but he's trained like his brothers, and he's a member of my loins, and I have good faith in him.
Wonder if it's okay if we talk about more of the city stuff now, or should we keep on your personal life? Okay, personal life it is. How did you meet your wife?
It's a good story. She was from out of town, seeking refuge. Kind of fell into my arms in the rain one night. And she was
Very
bucked off of her
romantic.
horse. Yeah, I caught her, and she's been my catch ever since.
Oh, I have a friend who writes romance novels, and I feel like you got something here. You could
Is
sell the
that so?
rights to this. You could sell the rights to this story, and you wouldn't have to work anymore. Could retire.
Oh, I don't know what I would do without my work.
You could. Do you have any hobbies? You could pursue a hobby, or climb that second mountain, as they say.
I think I'm still on the first mountain. Hobbies. Putting criminals away. That's a good hobby.
Good hobby to have for a guardsman.
Where are you all from?
Well, we all met in a small town called Railheim. We just met randomly, nothing with letters involved of how we met for sure. And we, had some drinks and decided to become a traveling party.
Oh, yeah? I guess Relheim will do that to like-minded individuals. It is a pretty dreary town. Bit
Yes,
grim.
very, very podunk. I don't know how I ended up there. It was not great. Just traveling the lands.
What were you all doing on the outside of the wall?
And Kate hear our conversation.
If he gets close enough, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Kate will walk
If you're
up.
listening in, yeah.
Yeah, Kate will kind of walk
Well,
up.
I was gonna ask him if I was just gonna say truth or lie to Kate in the ear, in the head.
No, I think no reason to lie. I mean,
Okay. I think maybe my friend Kate would probably be better at explaining our situation beyond the wall.
what?
Oh, Kate, he was just my friend Wrigley here was just Captain Wrigley Scott was he was asking why we were outside the wall.
Well met, Captain. Yeah, so we were short on coin. My Death Watch counterparts here locally said that we could get some for collecting a certain number of souls, and so we decided to go get some souls. And you had an abundance outside of the wall, it seems. So rather than get them all perched by your fabulous archer Doug, we decided to go get them
Dale,
ourselves.
his name's Dale.
Right, that's what I said.
He means Dale.
I see.
Yep.
Captain, how do you feel about the Death Watch?
We have a long-standing agreement with the Death Watch. They do some good, but one of our agreements was until we figured out what was causing this, that no souls were to be collected from the onslaughts.
Yikes!
Well, it seems that. Go
Just
ahead.
want to be clear that information was not given to us prior to us jumping over the wall. We did not talk with anyone in the the capital. We just talked to the people at the Death Watch, and they seemed like it was all hunky dory for us to go out there and capture souls.
Yes, I'll be having a talk with Tao.
Well, seeing
Yes,
as how
Tal.
we're not from locally here, I mean, it seems that they pulled a fast one on you.
And us, it seems.
As
Same like
you were the carriers of the proverbial fast one. Well,
Told Doug.
His name's Dale.
You
Right.
Oh, we told Doug, not Dale. We didn't tell Dale. We told Doug.
right? Okay. I don't know, Doug.
He was dressed in uniform. He said it was okay for us to jump over the wall.
Nobody stopped us, so we assumed it was okay. Yep. Plus, you probably saved you some,
So-
you know.
I mean, Dale did say, don't jump over the wall.
Yeah, he's Dale said specifically, do not do that. You're not supposed to be collecting souls.
It was all a bit of commotion up on the top.
But it was like after we jumped, like we were mid jump when he's like, "Hey, don't be collecting," and we didn't hear the
I
last
didn't
part.
hear. I think maybe. Yeah, I don't know what he actually said, but it was something along those lines.
How
I
about,
thought he said shoals, like like the
At the sea.
actually,
Yeah, well, like when cement's made out of seashells. I thought he was talking about don't mess with the shoal on the wall.
actually,
which
I
is,
have
you know.
a proposition for you, good Sir Wrigley.
And that is.
So, seeing as how you say that you guys have been dealing with this conundrum for over a year, with the outside being attacked, having to board up and probably driving away.
They also have
kids.
lost scouts trying to investigate beyond the wall.
Right, I was getting to that part. So, seeing as how you were in need of some kind of service to figure out exactly why this attack, which is probably draining your resources, what say you offer us a sum of money to go investigate ourselves, and that way you don't lose any extra scouts from your city itself, and we might be able to get some much needed coin on top of the, doing a good deed for your city. What say you?
I like the thought. This town isn't really known for having much coin in the ways of giving it out to.
Just like looking around, because by this time I assume we're like the rich district.
You're
and
getting,
it's like,
you're getting close to the top district. Yeah.
Well, maybe
It's
you're
all gold.
I like pull out like my glasses. I'm like appraising houses as we walk by. Like,
well, maybe you could talk to your rich.
I got my
lords.
abacus out. Like,
Most. Yeah.
Maybe your rich lords and ladies of this district. That's obviously.
That's where most of the money is with our citizens, not with the town itself.
Well, maybe you
Mainly the town. Most of our funds and produce go to helping the citizens out, and then anything left over in the coffers is sent off as taxation to the capital.
of course.
What
Mister.
say? I'm gonna talk over the telepathic link to these two. Is it with Alondor as well, or no?
You can say it to me, and I can relay
He
it.
can relay.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay to Harley then. Like, perhaps we might parlay a favor or two from this, this city in return for this service. What say you?
Cade says that he wants to do some kind of dance called the Parlier with the city. Never heard of this dance, have you?
Oh, I mean, it sounds French. It seems like something you might know.
I'm not French.
I don't know what French is. I just made that word up.
France doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I mean, I just thought it sounded nice. I mean, it's a word I've never said before. So I mean,
Too long. Captain, what say we do this in return for a small favor or two in the future?
Yeah, what else might you or your party be needing besides coin?
I mean,
We could offer.
I go over mine back to Harley, and I say, if it's all the people up here in the top district with all the money, I don't think they'd be willing to part with it if they feel safe within the trifecta of walls.
I understand what you're saying. So what you're saying is we open the walls at night, let the monsters into their district, and then they pay us to get rid of them.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Like me and you are on the same brainwave.
Oh wow. Desm, that was a joke. Oh no.
Are you for real? I mean, that's
I
what's up.
was 100% joking.
No, I was
yeah.
serious. While Cade's talking to the guy, we're mentally having this conversation. But no, I feel like that's something we should do so that their sense of security falters and we are more inclined to have a job.
Harley's face is just like white, right? Just like...
The captain's still talking to Cade. He goes, "So, how long are y'all planning on staying in town? You headed through, or you setting up shop here? What's your party's business?"
No, we're on the mission to head east.
North. We're going north.
Northeast.
But the next leg of our trip is supposedly supposed to be very long, and so we could do with extra supplies, maybe.
Where are you headed?
We're headed to the capital.
It's a long way away.
Yeah, so some extra supplies might be in store.
You know how many miles the capital is from here?
Is it like 3,500, right?
7,000.
No.
7,832.
Yeah, so we've traveled. Yeah, we've traveled less than 200 miles. We have over 7,000 miles to go.
Yeah.
No, we can spare a day or two.
Plus, accruing supplies between here and the next town, which is supposedly a few weeks away, I think, right?
I think a 6-week journey is what we've heard so far.
Exactly.
So something sort of this size. Like there may be some little, hovels along the way, but something this size. We were told was like 6 weeks.
Figure out and stop the attacks from happening upon the city. I will give you a key to our portal room.
Let's go!
I'm gonna. Cade's gonna do like. Cade's gonna do like.
I say that was out of character, but a portal room. What is that?
Where do the portals go?
To a numerous number of cities around the Great Kingdom. It's a way for all of our higher ups to get to and from meetings and such.
Oh, this is very useful. Is there like a certain thing you have to do to use the portal, or is it just have and go?
The portal bearer, the guy who runs our room here, will have to open it and send you through to the designated location.
So you supply the magic.
Yes.
Oh, that's good to know. It's good to know.
That's a sort of business I could find myself, getting into sometime. I mean, that's a great racket you have.
You do magic.
No, like I was just talking that sort of business, like being the person that people come to in types of needs of situations like that. You that guy has a lock on his job. That's job security.
A facilitator.
Yes. Then again, if he lets someone through or sends someone through without permission, he is beheaded. So.
Yeah, it's a huge downside.
Fair enough. I think we might be inclined to agree to that, but let's.
I'm gonna say 7,700 plus miles. Your boy is not wanting to walk that.
I mean, even if we just make it to the next town, that would be incredible help.
I'm sure they have a portal to the capital.
Probably straight to the
We
capital.
have one to the capital.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. It would be.
Can we
handy
cut
no
out
matter
like
what.
7,000 miles at least?
The capital has a strict no.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
No magic, no portaling, teleportation
Teleportation
or
inside. Yeah, you got
any
it.
type of runic into or out of the city.
Oh,
Makes sense. They have like an outpost nearby or something.
The closest one we have is Carthage.
Oh, that's perfect.
weren't we headed there?
Wait, how-
Absolutely, that was our
how-
stop after the capital.
Wait, so Carthage is up further
past
northeast
the
of the
capital.
capital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far is Carthage from the capital?
Carthage is northwest of the capital. Straight north from here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, right. Capital is more northeast, and we would have to go up and past up to the
Right,
to the
but,
west.
I mean, what was the Carthage is like what 500 miles from the capital?
2,000.
It
Hey,
beats.
that's 5,000 less than we got right now.
It beats something.
Yeah,
I would
and
like
plus they have business in Carthage.
over telepathy to Harley. Point of, you know what? I'll talk to you both later. I'm sorry. I forgot that Cade couldn't hear me, but I would like to have a conversation about this whole thing later.
Well,
While
if
this
you
is
tell me what you want him to know, I can.
while
tell
this
him.
is happening, I'm gonna walk up and be like, "We have a deal." And shake his hand.
Shake your hand.
But you can make a deal with him all you want. He doesn't speak for all of us.
I'll do it alone if I must.
Yeah.
I don't have a
So,
problem making the deal.
Are
It's
you
just
a group? Are you
logistically.
not a group?
Well, listen, we're just trying to establish our dynamics right now. We just don't want to put it precedent that this man speaks for our whole group. We're only half of our group right now, anyway. So
Ah,
at least we need to discuss this as a
That's
group.
part of my oath anyway. So
Mr. Captain, sir, I'm sorry. I was pondering thought when you said your name, so I didn't quite get it. But anyway,
Wrigley Scott.
Wrigley, if we don't have to agree to anything now, I think it would be fair to say that this is something we'd like to do. We need to discuss it with other members of our party before we fully commit.
Fair enough. We have a long deliberation to go on about with this creature that you have for us, anyways. And
We
about
might
this
get some
time,
clues.
y'all are walking up to the large central Capitol building.
Like a ding in my head. Oh, sweet bracelet.
This is a very y'all passed it earlier. It's a very grandiose building, like drenched in gold on the top. It's got many a statue and fountain around the outside, statues up on columns on the top of it. And on one side of it, there seems to be this giant circular window on the top of the dome. Very large. This building itself is made of pure white marble, and anything that is not white marble is black and gold marble. And
ballin'.
yeah, think of I don't know, think of the Vatican, but in a single building.
And with black marble.
Black marble, yeah.
Dope.
Oh yeah,
So,
Captain Wrigley, are we coming to meet someone, or what is the plan here?
I'm sure you'll meet many people inside. First, we're going down to the lower levels. Any
Okay.
fingers
Are we
to
dressed
guards?
okay? I mean, I feel like we're going to be meeting important people. Are we dressed all right?
I
Is this
do
okay?
have, like a bit of blood on my
I have ichor
uh,
all over me.
cloth here.
Cade's gonna kind
You'll
of
be-
flick off a piece
you'll
of
be
like
fine.
flesh from his shoulder. Like,
Okay.
I'm good.
Let's see what's in my go bag.
So,
I don't know if I
as
have
y'all
changed clothes.
continue walking forward, big steel gates are opened. You walk through this like section that is gate after gate. So one large steel gate opens. There's a ring that goes around of interior two gates, and then you walk through the second gate that opens, and then both of them close behind you as all of the guards walk in, accompanying y'all. And you walk, avoiding looks like one of the main entrances. You walk around to the side, and there's a smaller but still 10 by 10, 10 by 10 foot entrance on the side that seems like it would lead down into a cellar if it was on a house. But this is a massive building, so some of the guards open the doors, and then everyone starts to funnel into this downward passage.
Oi,
No, no, we never.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oi, Captain. What's your plan for this poor soul here?
Interrogation. Dissection if necessary.
Is it really necessary though? Because our resident magic user, or one of them anyway, told us this being was underneath a manipulation spell and might not have been aware of its own actions.
Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Interesting.
I give you my word.
He turns to a guy and he says, yeah, bring me the lady."
Is that the portal person?
No,
More than one magic person?
we have many. Yes.
Oh,
Pardon
will you
him.
let me know if there's like a person that I really want to impress coming? Because I have a trick. I can only do it once though. So like, make sure it's like the top guy or lady.
Our top guy probably shouldn't use tricks on him.
Oh, it's not a trick. It's just like a glamour spell to make myself look better.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Potentially the ruler of this fine city might bless us with his presence. This is
Okay.
of great importance. This is
There'll be
nice
like
find.
will there be like an announcement or like a fanfare before he
Probably
walks
not.
in the room?
No.
Oh shit. Okay. You just try to give me as much heads up as you can. It doesn't take me long, but I just don't want to be caught with my proverbial pants down.
You're just gonna see Kay just be
Yes.
like,
We're nothing if we don't have our first impressions.
Yeah, listen. I mean, he's going to want to know, so I'm going to go ahead and send for him. May take him about 30 minutes to get here. So,
Okay. All right. Perfect.
I mean, he just lives
Cool.
upstairs, but the man moves as slow as molasses.
So like maybe 15 after you stun somebody, I should.
I don't know how long it takes you to look good.
It takes just a few seconds.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, maybe if we hear, I'll keep an ear out if I hear
He's
somebody coming
he's very confused by this whole conversation.
off. As he should be.
just don't mind him.
Okay, I'm just trying to present ourselves as, people that these people want to do business with.
Not all of us can preen our feathers, trickster.
Well, that's on you, buddy.
But
So yeah, y'all are now walking down large marble-covered, torch-lit marble hallways, subterranean. Yeah. Take a couple lefts, a couple rights, come to a big
We're
room.
going to like a science lab or something.
You go down some more stairs. He turns to goes, science. I guess you can call it that. It's a bit of we have alchemical things down there, magical users. We basically use this room that we're going to run tests on things.
Mr. Harley, I think he's the muscle, and maybe there's some people down there that you want to talk to about, the science portion of it.
I say in my ear, over the headphones. I say, "Hey, Alonso, how are you feeling about all this?"
Number one, I don't know why the fuck we're down here with him. Why they just let us walk in. That's it seems very trusting on their part. I know we were outside fighting and stuff, but they don't know us. But today, they are on, sort of odds and ends with the Death Watch, and we were on a bit of a duty with them. It seems like they would have brought a bit of a higher up from the Death Watch in to talk about this matter, rather than having us come in with them. But other than that, I'm feeling kind of steady. I'm ready to see if this guy here has any information. If they do let us have a bit of a part of the interrogation.
Yeah, I'm ready to do some mystery solving and cut some of this journey that we got on. I feel like it's definitely worth it. I just didn't like Cade jumping in and speaking for all of us. You know what I mean?
Oh, is that what you were talking about? I agree. Like he
I
doesn't.
just meant the whole everything, the whole vibe.
He didn't. He doesn't speak for me for sure. But the thing about the. You know what? I'll have a conversation with you later, like I said, so we can discuss some things, in a longer bit, so we don't have like these, our staring matches where we're talking to each other back and forth,
Well,
telepathically.
Are you looking at me? I'm just walking.
Oh, I look at you every time.
It's just like.
Yeah, so about this point, y'all come to this large open room with a door on the other side of it. And all the guards stop, they post up, and he turns to Cade and says, we'll be taking the body now into this room. Y'all are welcome to wait out in this holding area until we have dealt with our side of the investigation first.
Can we check out the room before? I mean, no offense. We just want to just be sure.
He snaps his fingers, and two guards open the large doors. Take a look.
Right.
Just
I want to look around
room.
I just want to look around the room, make sure there's like no like secret exits or anything like that.
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
I would like to roll that as well, please.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to do that, you can. You can see on the inside there is a guy, humanoid guy with gloves on the other side of the door doing this. He's wearing white and he's got black gloves on.
Hello.
Frizzled hair.
How are you? Bonjour. How are you this evening?
Nice to see you. What do we have tonight?
Well, it looks like a werewolf, perhaps. Not quite sure.
Ooh. He's touching the gums and looking at the fingers. And...
Of Cade or the guy Cade's holding?
Both.
What's your name, pal?
My name's Dex.
Oh, okay.
Captain, I would actually prefer to stay during the interrogation. I actually specialize in these type of creatures, and if anything happens or lack of information, I might be inclined to help.
Yes, like I said, you can stay out here with your friends in the holding area while we conduct our investigation, and then we'll let you have your own crack.
Rolled a 22.
Okay.
Or perception.
Yeah, and what everybody else roll?
12.
12?
I wasn't looking around. I went ahead and sat down.
Okay, yeah. So you two walk into the room with this guy that's in there, and it's different than the rest of the marble that's around you. This is a stone laid room that looks like granite. Somehow it seems damp. There's things hanging on the walls, bone saws, cutting tools. There's a couple of tables. One of them has blood on it. There's different baskets and chemicals on a wall, and there's a big thing with wheels on it that has body parts in it.
I really don't like this. That's my telepathic.
I'm like knocking on the wall and stuff, and like,
Yeah.
Do I any
You
kind of
come-
secret exit or anything like that?
You're knocking around. You do knock on one stone, and it seems to give a little bit, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna like push in more.
You
on
push
it.
the stone. You push the stone, and a secret door starts to open, and Dex turns around and goes, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And he runs straight over to you. Holds a knife.
Oh, just so doesn't lie, be sure. I saw the stone was out of place, and I just was trying to attempt to.
Yeah, you're gonna
pull
get
it.
the fuck out of here right now.
What's
Okay,
in the... Can he see
what's,
into the room?
Yeah,
It
do I
looks
see
like
anything before?
Looks like a dark hallway.
Okay. Je suis désolé, monsieur. I did not mean
He
to
reaches behind
pop
you
your
and
wall out of place.
feels around and touches another stone, and it starts to close.
I'm gonna clock that stone as I back out of the room.
I'm peeking in, watching all this happen, like shaking my head.
I'm gonna turn back to Alana and just be like,
Okay, I'm good. Cade, you good? Let's let these men have their way. I am sorry again. I did not mean to break your wall. I am glad that is easily fixed.
He's angrily just ushering you out of the room, and then Cade, have you set the body on the ground somewhere in there?
I have not. I'm gonna kind of turn to the captain. Is he still in there?
The captain is, yeah.
Okay.
The captain's kind of on the outside of the door, waiting for y'all to get done looking at it.
I'm gonna kind of turn to the captain outside the door and be like, no offense, but I don't like the cut of this guy. I would really prefer to stay with the body. Not saying I don't trust you guys, but trust is also earned. If we're gonna
Yes, you're
trust each
right.
other.
Trust is earned, so please stand outside.
Kate's
And
gonna
set
give
the
a
body
really,
down on that table over there.
Kate's gonna give a really heavy sigh and kind of lower his head like this. All right, fine.
Good man. Over there on that table, if you don't mind. The one without the blood on it. Don't want to mix specimens.
You guys can tell Kate's really annoyed right now, but he's trying to do better by the group, so he's gonna kind of stomp over, lay the body down, and kind of stomp outside and just kind of mutter to himself.
Arlie,
Nice.
did you have a conversation with the science guy?
Yeah, his name was Dex,
He's
and that was his lab.
Shuts the door right behind you guys as y'all leave.
Did he have a last name? Did you get it?
I did not. I didn't. No, unfortunately, I did not.
Seems like a Tor, like a Dex Tor.
Oh, I'm sure Dex is short for Dexter.
I really don't
Well,
like.
is it just us outside the door, or
He's
there
got
guards?
quite the lab.
There's about 15 guards that stayed walking with you guys out of the 30 that were with y'all. And the captain is still there.
Is this a small corridor?
15 by 15 foot square
Jeez.
room that you're in.
Oh my gosh.
Kate's gonna have like his arms crossed.
The room, or are we outside?
So you're in a corridor, and then it opened into a room, and then on the other side of that room was this door with the lab in it.
Is there like chairs and stuff in here?
Yeah, there's chairs and stuff. In the center, there's a circular table. Yeah.
Like, is there like some coffee and donuts on the table?
There's not, but I'm sure if you really want something, you can ask someone to get you some food.
I'm gonna call over to the one strapping young lass with the red hair guard, and I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, madame. Can you ask one of these big broody men to go get us some drinks?"
He turns to one, or she turns to one of them and goes, "Hey, go get us something to drink." And the guys are like, "You kidding me?" It's like, they want something.
Oh,
I'm pulling
yeah,
rank. Go get us something to drink. And he's like, "Fine." Fucking then starts to walk away.
You see Kate leaning against the wall, standing up, just his arms crossed, be like, "I don't like
Hey,
it."
As they
come
start
here.
to walk away, you see hopping in, putting on a white cloak and putting a glove on, coming in a human, blonde-haired human, kind of lanky girl.
did you say hopping?
Yeah, hopping on one foot
Like-
because she's putting
Oh,
stuff on
gotcha.
as she's coming
Okay,
in. And,
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, and
Not a cripple.
There's a new thing.
Not a
There's-
cripple.
No, there's there's
no.
out of
So yeah,
character.
she's
Oh, the
hopping
bunny,
in,
yeah.
putting
Rabbit
clothes
folk.
on,
Yeah.
and stuff, and she turns to the captain and goes, "Sorry, I'm late. I came as fast as I could. Is he in there?" Yes, go in. All right, yep. And
Hi,
opens
hi,
the door
miss.
and
Up.
goes in.
Bye, miss.
All right, yeah.
Oh.
Closes the door right behind.
She seemed like a 180 from the other person in there.
Who's that, Captain?
She was not like Dex at all.
Captain, who's that?
It's Dex's sister.
Oh,
Yes, DD.
You met her before.
It was just a guess. Sometimes families' names track like that.
She doesn't like her real name, so she goes by DD. But
Oh, what sort of name would be a D and a D?
I don't. I mean, I know her first name, but I don't know the second D. So
Deborah DeVille.
that sounds good. You did get the first name correct.
Yes, man, I'm
Wow.
2 for 2.
2 for 2 tonight, sir.
You need
are
to-
quite good.
Play some sort of cards or street
Hey,
game
we
there,
can play
Harley.
some cards.
I am not playing against you, sir.
That point of order, I will pull out some cards and
Was
we will start playing.
Yeah, there's that big round
Friendly,
table
friendly,
in the middle of
friendly.
the room. You can bring over some guards if you want to play.
yeah, Harley.
Oh,
These guys look simple-minded. You might be able to go through a couple of them.
Listening in, you hear some sawing. You hear maybe the use of some magic.
We hear any screams?
No screams or anything.
Okay. Okay.
A bunch of rustling around. At one point, something falls to the ground and shatters. Oh, what the fuck? Come on.
You're gonna see Cade's gonna start pacing in the corridor.
Kate's the only one. Everybody else playing cards. Okay, this game is called Egyptian Rat Screw. So how you play is you see a pair, you slap it. It's a fun game that everybody can play. So everybody
Oh,
gather around.
I am-
my friend told me this is called slaps, right?
Yeah, it's just same thing.
Sounds fun.
I am definitely in on this one, Harley.
Oh yeah, watch him. He's gonna be good at this one.
Yeah, Cade's not happy about the sounds he hears from the room.
Yeah, about 30 minutes go by. Quiets down in the room.
I use deflect missile a lot on these cards going down.
Nice. Nice. So, about this time, as y'all are in the middle of your game, you hear coming down the stairs. After the red-haired lass comes back with some food and some drink and stuff. That took about 10 minutes for the person she sent to bring it back.
Yeah, for sure.
And y'all have your little bit of drink, a little bit of bread, a little bit of cheese and stuff, just snack food, and you hear a loud, footfall coming down the stairs. Pretty slow,
Look to the captain.
actually.
I look to the captain.
Um,
Captain, at him.
More than likely, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast disguise self on myself. I'm gonna look exactly the same and I'm just be real clean.
Interesting.
Do I look okay? Am I dressed to impress?
You look cleaner.
That's what I was going for.
Sure,
Perfect.
yes.
I've started
I'm
to arm wrestle a guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble the cards together and
Cage still leaning against the room with his arms crossed, trying to listen in.
Yes. So as soon as one of the feet breaks the seal of vision, all of the guards instantly just straighten up against
I
the
did
wall.
the same.
The one that's arm wrestling you is like, let me.
I'm winning this one. I slam his arm down.
Yeah. As you slam his arm down, the lord of this town steps down and crash. You slam his arm on the table. And he just shakes his head and slowly walks over to Captain and what's the meaning of this? Captain turns to him and says, couple travelers outside have captured one of the onslaughters. They say it might be a werewolf. They also say it might have not been here under its own volition. Dex and his sister in there right now performing their initial interrogation. That's it. So you dragged me out of bed for this. No answers yet. Why am I here? I'm sorry, sir. Let me see. And he goes over and starts to knock on the door. And the door flings open. And Dex is wiping his hands. Got a little bit of blood on them. Takes his gloves off. Oh yeah, done with our parts. Yes, this is a werewolf. There's been some sort of spell put on him within the past 24 hours. She can discern that, and it seems like they were right. It was not in its right set of mind as of recently. So, that's what we could discern. Would you like us to dig deeper, sir? He says, no, thank you. We're gonna have, these other members take their turn at a more of a verbal interrogation. We always do appreciate your work, though. Thank you for telling us what you can find out. Thank you. That will be all. Oh, thanks, Harry Turb. DD, fresh clothes for you, please. Thanks. And they turn around and they go back into the room. So,
Can I see inside the room?
yeah, you can see inside. One of the doors is open. It's
What's
a
the
two-door thing.
what's the status of the?
Kind of. So the body, you can see the body. It's kind of sat up in a chair. It's sat up. One of its arms is cut off about right here. And it's just sat in a chair, naked, covered in some blood, passed out.
Did you say that Dee left?
They're inside the room cleaning up.
Kate's gonna walk in.
Okay.
And kind of get real close and look at the sad state of the creature, and turn back to the captain, and kind of accusationally be like, "This is how you treat people that aren't in their right mind."
J'accuse!
Well, we had no idea that it were rent until we performed the.
He wasn't even a werewolf form.
I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what this guy does. He does all of the alchemical things, and his sister does all the magical things. I lead an army that protects the city. So
sawing
anything
people's
else?
arm off.
Yeah, Kate's gonna turn
is
back.
Alchemical.
Well, he got to the bottom of it. He told me that this was a werewolf by, I guess,
We
looking
knew
at
it was a werewolf. We
the
turned
bone
it from a
structure,
werewolf to a person.
Kate's gonna grab.
Oh, now we know for sure.
What's his face? Dex.
Dexter.
He's gonna grab Dex by the scruff, pull him real close, and be like,
Hey, man! He's got a knife right in her stomach.
This guy is.
Well, I'm trying to.
Hey,
I'm
put the man down.
I'm gonna go over to the body and like attempt to like maybe wrap his wounds and stuff.
I mean, it's cauterized, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So he's not like
Okay.
actively bleeding or anything.
yeah.
I'm gonna set him down and
Jeez.
kind of go like this, like I'm giving it. I'm then going to shove him away from me.
Steps back. Captain, who are these people?
Captain, I'm sorry for my friend's blunt, way of handling, new people he's met. We are working on him with his attitude. We did get him a service animal recently, that he has been working with.
Mr. Alondor, I hate to interrupt, but in this situation, I think Kate is reacting quite mildly. They literally cut this man's hand off.
This man was about to kill us not too long ago.
Sure, but he
not of his
wasn't
own.
once he turned to human.
He was unconscious when he turned to human.
Yes, but he also wasn't within his own reason.
No,
That's not fair.
wasn't.
That is not fair.
He was when we turned him from werewolf. He was still kicking. Then
I'm
he
gonna.
was human.
Cade's gonna try to kind
And
of.
then he passed out.
Cade's gonna kind of scoop the body up and start walking out.
Where are you going? You can do your interrogation here.
Yes, we can do it elsewhere too. And I'm gonna.
He snaps his fingers and the guards form around the door.
Hmm.
The Lord walks through two of the guards. The guards kind of part and he step back as he walks through, and he says, "You the people that were outside the wall that the captain was telling me about?"
Yes,
What's
and
your-
to be frank, I wasted a spell on you, and I'm gonna snap my fingers and dispel the the disguise self.
So
If
you
this
went
is how you treat
from
people, if this is how you treat people in your kingdom, I don't need to make a good impression
So
because
you
you
went
already made a
from
bad one.
disgusting to more disgusting. What?
Excuse me, sir. I am dressed in the finest silks and leather that this town can offer.
Right.
Pardon you, sir, but you seem to be the disgusting one by the way you let your guards treat innocent victims.
He got me answers. And that's all I
It
need
wasn't
right
the
now.
god; it was the science man that did it.
Well,
The god
what-
was complicit.
Well,
My gods are only following orders. Do guards
is the
not
kind
follow
of-
orders where you're from?
Oh, absolutely. But this is the kind of orders you give? This is no human decency?
Well, when this thing was attacking our city, it had no decency towards us. So
but that wasn't
Yes,
of
but
its
the
own
thing
fault.
was not
though.
attacking.
did you not collect him from outside the wall in the onslaught?
Yes. Once we dispelled the magic that was controlling him.
And we still don't know what that is, do we?
Oh, we don't.
That's what we're trying to find out here.
Cutting a hand off?
If it's necessary.
Well, your
Just don't
captain
see
said that
how
we could
that-
have our own interrogation, and he never bothered to say that it had to be here. As a member of the Death Watch, I'm going to take this victim back to the Death Watch and do our interrogation there. They probably want to hear about this as well.
You can do your interrogation here. I'll send for the Death Watch.
I'm very disappointed in you, sir. I turn around and put my hand on the stone that opens
As you put your hand on the stone, there's no reaction from Dexter. From Dex while
It opens
it opens, yeah.
in the presence of this guy.
Yeah, in the presence of this guy.
Uh-oh.
He's just standing there.
I'm gonna walk in.
While Harley's doing this, I'm going to be like, no offense to you, sir, but I don't answer to you.
Well, you do whenever you're in my city.
He does have a point there, Cade. What's the problem with doing the interrogation here?
He is the lord of the city.
You hear after you start walking in, after you get a couple steps in there, the door starts to close behind you. Dex has walked over and pressed the other button.
Uh-oh.
Just try to get me out.
And he turns around. You can hear a bit muffled. I don't know what that is. I've been here the whole life. What is this door over here? How did this guy know what this was? Who are these people? Captain goes, Dex, I've seen you open that door 1,000 times. No, you haven't. I have.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be back at the door. Do I see anything while I'm in there?
It looks like a dark hallway that you know,
Seem to lead anywhere?
it
in
leads
the
somewhere.
first-
You can't see. No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be back at the wall that Kate pressed the stone.
I'm going to press it.
Yeah, it opens back up and you're standing like that. Nice. The
Huge. Sorry.
the Lord is perplexed. Is he doesn't know what's going on, and he turns to the captain and gets close to him and whispers in his ear a bit, and then turns and walks back through the guards. And the guards
Pardon me,
close the
Lord.
door.
Pardon me, Lord.
Yeah.
We did not get your name, for one, because I am a name guy. I love to know names. I think a name is very important. So, I am Harley McBarley. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am sorry that we got on from this wrong foot. Just, it seems like there was an injustice done here, and I could not stand by and see this man in this state. And I am sorry for my outbursts.
Yes, well, it's the only means of information gathering that we had available at such short notice would probably have been to, bring him here, which my captain did. And he got answers, which we need. So
Right.
I'm chalking this up as a job well done. Is the method a little hesitant and dismembering? Yes, but did it give me results? I see a few results, and I'm hoping that you can discern some more. But that's all on of what you do now.
I know. I just feel like you jumped the shark right away. You could have started slow. You did not have to go to dismemberment right away. It seems. Hey, I understand that your city is under attack on a weekly basis. I get it, and you want answers. I understand that, but we cannot lose who we are as people and become the monsters that are attacking this city in this city. We have to be better.
It's very noble.
Over telepathically, I say to Harley, I mean, I would like to, let some monsters into the city.
Harley's face goes wide again. Stop it.
God, I wish
It's
Kate
very
could hear this.
noble. I'll write that down in my book of keepsakes to tell my grandchildren one day. But right now, we have no time to waste.
We came down here willing to help you figure out what's going on in the city.
Yes,
Us,
I'm
we
very
travelers. But now I don't know if we can get into bed with people that do this. And I gesture over to the guy. It just seems. I don't know. I don't know if we can.
While he's doing this, Cade's gonna lean towards the captain and be like, "I was told that I could get some Death Watch counterparts in here to help me with the interrogation. Is that still viable?"
They're on the way.
Fair enough. Then I'm gonna lay the guy back in the chair and kind of try to at least help him get cleaned up a little bit since he's covered in blood and everything else. Try to make
Yeah,
him...
you can start cleaning him up. He's unconscious, though.
Yeah.
He's still alive,
Yeah.
but is unconscious.
Okay.
He's not responding.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to at least help him clean up a little bit since he's unconscious and he's probably covered in blood and pain.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, are Dex and D still in here?
They're watching you guys. D is she's already taken all of her gear off and she's tapping her foot with her arms crossed, just like kind of waiting to leave.
Ma'am, what is it that you do exactly?
Oh, I ascertain spells. I do a bit of reading. I can see the use of magic on objects or in areas over the past so long period of time. I can trace magic. I can see where magic has come from. I can even sometimes see where magic is going to go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the captain, be like, I would request that she stay, and then the rest of you, give us the room.
Oh,
I would like to say yes, we could use her, but Dex not so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna look towards him and like, you best be gone.
he looks to the captain, and the captain nods and puts his head down. Puts a tool back up onto the counter and takes the rest of his gear off and walks out.
If they give us the room, Before the door closes, I'm gonna say to the Lord, I'm saying, Lord, I didn't get your name. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry we got on this foot. But we have to be better. Close the door.
Cool. Yeah, he didn't give you his name, so he does have one, but
Yeah.
he hasn't given it to you.
Oi, pardon me, ma'am. What's your lord's name?
Yeah, he's a bit of a guy, isn't he?
All right. Is
If
anyone...
I tell you his name, just don't call him Lord. Don't use it. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, my word.
Not mine. Just kidding. Just kidding, of course. I'm going to respect the wishes of the person. That is my whole thing.
His name is Victor V. Valspar.
VVV.
BVV.
Didi, I know that this is not. They tell you to dismember right away? Right away? It seems like a huge step.
My brother said he had orders, or well, not really orders. The captain mentioned that this might be not a vampire, a werewolf. So the easiest way to tell if something's a werewolf is to look at the bone structure, and so that's what my brother did.
You could have asked us. We literally saw it be a werewolf, and then it changed to a human.
That would have been great information for us.
We told the captain that. The captain was there.
I'm sure he was.
I'm just like slamming like tools and stuff off the walls.
He's gonna be up. As you throw stuff off, she's kind of getting disheveled.
What's in this room?
So you were throwing stuff off the walls, right? Okay. She starts knocking stuff down too.
Harley,
D.
Please don't.
Would
You push the stone and the
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Harley, before we go on sort of a side adventure here within the chambers, do you really have a problem with him chopping off a bit of his arm?
Yeah, I do.
I think.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just didn't know if it was sort of a theatrical thing that you were doing to gain some sort of, advantage into the sort of conversation that we were having. So I was just trying to get where your mind is at.
Not?
Okay, no. I mean, not really. It was well within their right to get the information they needed.
Excuse me, would you be able to rouse the creature?
Yeah, there's something in here I could probably use to get him back awake.
Do you want her to arouse the creature?
Rouse.
Okay. All right.
Awaken him.
Starts to find some little different potions and stuff, things that are in vials on the wall, and she mixes a couple together. One that has like a white liquid and one that has a red liquid, and comes back with like this like pink, silvery looking liquid, and pours it.
Are there any?
Grabs his chin, pours it down his throat.
While she's doing this, are there any like bindings or anything we can like kind of use?
Well, he's bound to the chair that he's sitting in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Fair enough.
Yeah, 2 arms, 1 leg. I mean, two legs, 1 arm.
I was like, they took the leg too. God, poor guy. Okay.
And he's strapped around the waist as well, or the chest.
Gotcha.
So.
Is she successful?
Yeah, she pours the stuff in his mouth. It goes down, and a second later, he spits some blood
He's
up.
aroused.
He is aroused.
He is aroused. Yeah, he's coughing up some blood, but he is conscious now. He's awake.
Cool.
He looks at his arm. He's the fuck. I can still feel it.
Oh, I believe it's called like a phantom hand or something like that.
I am so sorry, my friend. This is a terrible thing what has happened to you.
Where am I?
There are great tinkerers, around, the world that can help you, get back to your hand, or better, you can use it as you could put different tools on your arm now and just attach them there.
How do
Some
you
would
feel
say
about
it's
do you feel about the name Hook? Because I feel like that might be your name from now on.
Listen,
sometimes
listen.
you could use a hook there. You could put like a fork and a spoon.
Cage just sitting here like this, but like, okay, let's get down to business here.
We have
So-
to defeat
some
the Hun.
Huns to defeat.
Look, I apologize for your hand. All right, we will address that later. But for right now, we need
Did
to
you
try
cut
to
my
figure out.
hand off?
Listen,
Oh no, sir. We did not. We sent the person who cut your hand off out of here. They are no
It was
longer
her
here.
brother. It was
Yeah.
her brother.
listen.
They are not here.
I vow to not let that go. But we need your help to save yourself or the rest of you. What's your name?
Where am I?
That's not important right now. What's your name? I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on the shoulder. Listen, this is very important. We're on a time crunch here. What do I call you?
I don't know.
Do you know that you are a werewolf?
Are you aware?
What?
You are. Do you know? I'll repeat it. Do you know that you
I
are?
heard what you said.
Okay. Well, your
That's not
question.
possible.
It wasn't clear if you didn't know what I said or if you didn't know that you were. So, I was. You're not. So you didn't know that you were.
No, I can't be. No.
What's the last
That's
thing?
why they cut off your. That's why they cut off your arm to determine if you're a werewolf. It
What's-
turns out you are a werewolf. But
what
we
is-
already knew that because we saw you be a werewolf.
Yeah, we fought you as one.
You did great, by the way.
What is the last
Well,
thing you remember, sir?
debatable.
Lost his arm. Come
What's
on,
the
man.
last thing that you remember, sir?
I was tending my field and I turned up to look at my daughter and wife across the wheatgrass,
Oh no.
and then
For any of the ghouls we fought smaller
it.
sized.
that's it.
Where are you from? Where's your field and your home?
Yes. Yeah, that's helpful. Yes.
Small town, Glenbriar.
I'm gonna kind of turn towards D and be like, "Do you
My
know
name is Richard.
Okay,
Richard.
Richard.
That's great, Richard. Richard, what else do you remember?
Do you know what day it is, Richard? Do you remember what day you are harvesting?
Yeah, we're in the spring, right? This is spring.
I don't. What
I
season
don't-
is
Y'all are currently in fall.
it? Look, I'm afraid you've lost some time, Richard, but we're trying to get to the bottom of it, and we need all the information you can give us. I'm gonna turn
So
towards
you're
D.
either.
I was gonna ask her, are you aware of this town that he speaks of?
I'm gonna be talking to him like you're either
No,
a
don't know.
werewolf or a time traveling werewolf, which is, I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Damn, Webb has the map, doesn't he? Like
You
our,
know,
tra-
if
our
you-
traveling map.
Yeah, he does.
Damn it. Okay.
Yes. I have the city map, but
Yeah, he has the big map. Okay.
Where
Ooh.
am I? Where am I? Where am I?
Do you know of the town of Tallstone or the city of Tallstone?
Yeah, I know. I know Towson. I know.
Okay. Okay.
You are currently under Talstone.
Wait.
Okay,
How far is that from your
Okay.
home?
a long way.
Well, are you from north, south, east? West?
East.
You're from the east.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
East of Towstone.
Okay. Okay. So closer to the capital. Yes.
And you see,
No, that's
he
north.
starts crying a little bit. Some tears start to shed.
Mm.
I'm gonna hand him some. I have some like simple but refined rations on me. Because all the good stuff is back with the chef. But I'm gonna hand him some food to eat on.
Yeah, you can feed it to him.
Yeah, just you have to feed him. He's
Yeah.
he's bound.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Take some,
He happily eats it.
take some jerky.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite famished.
Oh, here's some water. Too.
Richard,
Here's some
do
water.
Feels so drained.
Do you remember hearing about any tales of people being abducted or going missing in your town or near you prior to you going missing?
No. No.
Okay. So you might have been the
Sidebar.
first.
Sidebar for a quick second, fellas.
All right.
Sidebar.
Oh, should we go in this room?
Come over here. Yeah, let's go in the room that you opened.
wait,
Please
we
don't-
can't.
Please don't.
Yeah,
go.
is it-
Please.
No,
This-
I
we
mean,
can't
we'll,
trust
fine.
her. She
You're fine,
might.
you're fine.
we'll be right
Let's
here.
not all go. Let's not all go in because
Yeah.
what if she closes us in? Then
Let's
I'm gonna-
let's just go stand in the corner over here.
All right.
Yeah. Don't
So-
forget.
Yes, but I
Can-
did talking
can
to
relay.
you and then you relaying to Kate. I'm just going to whisper it quietly here. So that number one, first train of thoughts I have. If he's so far away, then how long do you think it'll take us to figure out what's changed him? You know, if he was turned into whatever he is now, that far away from where we are currently, how wide of a circle does this encompass?
That's exactly what I
like-
was thinking. Like how?
When the monsters attack, do we know if they come from like one side or?
No, it's
all
everywhere,
around?
right?
It's from all sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no telling how far this is spread, and it makes sense that they keep having bodies weekly, fresh monsters that keep getting killed. That it would be quite a large area that they're pulling bodies from.
But he's been missing for months, so it's safe to assume that he's been.
Who's to know? This is why I think we should investigate this. at
Were
the
they
source.
gathering? Do you think they were gathering, more people for months and then holding them in a place and then telling them to
Oh.
attack?
Well, if
Or
he's
if
from-
someone's going around this giant circle,
It might-
turning them, and they're all just getting here at that time?
That's the
Well,
most,
he's been. I was gonna say he's been missing less than the year that this started.
but if it's such a widespread, it could take months to travel that way. But either way, we don't know. So this is definitely warrants investigation.
They say it's every 4 days that this sort of thing is happening.
I thought they said weekly.
I think it's weekly.
Yeah. think it said-
I remember someone saying every four or so days a new wave would come.
D. How often are the attacks?
They vary. What your people have discerned is between once a week, or sometimes even sooner. So
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So at least
like
the circle.
between this one and the last one was just 4 days though. So
So
Another,
I think
another
at
thing
least the
we-
circle would take them 4 days, to get from, one around back to the other.
We don't know how
Yeah.
far his particular town is. I mean, it could be even wider than that.
what did you guys still need me here for, by the way?
Just in case, we had any magical, inquiries
questions
for
Right,
this.
Or any questions about
Right.
the local area?
We do know he was under a spell, and we dispelled it.
Wait, D. You said you could detect magic, correct?
Yeah.
Are you able to detect where this magic came from, or who might have cast the magic on the poor soul, Richard?
Not specifically who, but I can tell you what kind of magic it is, and maybe what the spell or magical properties were.
Please, if you could.
Yeah, give me a couple minutes.
Okay, thank you.
While you do
Another
that,
thing-
we're just gonna keep having our conversation over here. Just let us know when you're done. We'll give you your privacy.
Another thing we need to think about is these the kind of people that we want to get in bed with. I know that we could use the portal, and it would definitely help us in our travels. But
Are you on board with my idea, Harley?
What idea?
not at all.
Oh, you're not. I was just, I didn't know if you had like a change of heart towards, the people running the cities.
No, we can't just change the way we think based on
Yep.
the way other people.
What idea are you speaking of?
But that's so I would like to do it like a certain way so that, the entire city is not, compromised, but maybe like a direct path to the center that we create.
Like an airdrop situation.
Sort of, or maybe find like a tunnel system that leads more directly here and block off some ways so that they go directly into this. Like, there's got to be some sort of sewage for this place. I mean, it rises, each level, so it's got to all flow down some way and get out.
Are you thinking of letting them loose in the city?
I am thinking of, maybe directing a few into the center of the city so that the more prominent members of the city feel that they are not safe anymore. So it warrants paying us to go out and find the reason for all of it.
I
don't think we're going to get any money out of this, Cade, is what I'm saying.
I like where your head's at. I agree. We're not going to get paid for this. But he said he would be willing to trade in favors such as supplies and things of that sort. And I don't...
In the portal. The portal is going to save us miles and get it to somewhere we need to go.
And
that
really
time is money.
A point about the portals. We just bought, a bunch of horses and carriages. When we go through this portal, we're gonna have to do that again because we won't have them there, and we'll have another 2,000 miles to travel.
Can we not take the horses with us?
No, we're going.
No, we don't know. That's something we don't know.
I like the idea.
DnD, do you know anything about the portal, man?
Yeah. She's flipping through books and she's got a couple tomes set around her and she's got some vials and stuff and she looks like she's setting up for a ritual. She says, yeah, I know, Gary,
Gary.
you doing anything with the portals?
Oh, potentially we might be traveling through them. Do you know if it's like sort of a small space or enough to...
It's like a doorway.
Not something you can take
a horse fit through there? Carriage?
You'd have to talk to my brother Dex about that.
I'm going to say no. I don't think a horse will fit through there.
Points at this guy's arm.
Jesus.
Oh, I plan to talk to your brother again very soon. I'm gonna go back to talking to the group. Really, I like the.
That's something we can figure out later. If we have access to the portal, we can figure out what we want to do.
That was just something I wanted to sidebar. That was the thing I was going to talk about earlier when I said I wanted to have a conversation about it. Was, logistically, if we do take the portal, then we are without transportation, so we would need more. We would need more money to buy more transportation to, go the further away.
We at least need to get Flip Flop back to where he belongs.
That is not the horse we currently own, so.
The horse formerly known as Flip Flop.
Oh,
you can also sell your horses and stuff to gain money.
Yeah. We can't sell Flip Flop. We'd have to get him back to the monastery.
Look, Alondo, I like the idea of punishing those that deserve it, but we also don't know anything about anybody else in the town.
Oh, it's not about punishing at all. I don't see it as a form of punishment.
Motivation is, I think, his angle.
Yeah, motivation. Like, they don't have to actually hurt anyone. It's more the sense of they are here within the walls, and then they are quickly, taken care of. But, people feel like, oh, they are here. They made it this far in. So, they could do it again in bigger numbers. So let's get to the bottom of this kind of thing.
During this conversation, she's distracted, right?
Yeah, she's casting a ritual spell right now, and
what about Richard?
It's taking her some time.
I'm gonna say over the headphones, I'm gonna say, don't react, and I'm gonna turn invisible and walk down that hallway.
Nice, and Richard is just sitting in the chair sobbing.
Look, let's
get the sense that he's thinking about his wife and child.
I think we should talk to the rest of the group because I personally don't like the idea of releasing anything on potential innocent victims that might, because we have no control over that once we let them loose.
Well, that's why I was saying kind of channel them into a certain, like, don't let them out into the big ring, don't let them out into the little ring, make it so that they are funneled like directly to the center. Which, there will be guards here to take care of everything. It's not like we're open it up on helpless people. It's more the sense of having them here. Other train of thought. We dress up the Bone Boys and just let them loose in the center,
That's
and
a
they
much,
think it's
that's a much better plan.
Yeah.
That's a much better plan. I like that a lot more. It has no downside to it.
they need at least
As
one
much.
werewolf though for it to seem legit.
Real werewolf.
Okay, we'll figure this out later. Let's not talk more about this while we're around company.
If you get what I'm saying, Cade, it's just the presence. Like you could appear, a bit of showmanship. Appear. Do like
it's
one
like
of your howls.
it's like the Hulk in Endgame.
Fine.
Oh man.
We'll figure it out later. Let's get a plan together for that. That's a later conversation with the group we can have. All right. Fine.
Okay. I would like Cade and Alondor to take their headset off.
I'm gonna be here. I'll be right back.
Okay. So walking down this hallway, it's dark, very dark, and then you come to this. It's stone stairs all the way down, and then it comes to a door that kind of opens up into a larger room that has, you can kind of see faintly columns. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
You do have dark vision. Okay. So yeah, you can see these columns that are lining this stone room. As you crest the door, you hear the clanking of chain kind of scrubbing the ground. Clink, 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 and it stops.
Okay.
Do you continue through?
I'm invisible, so yeah.
Yeah. You're invisible. So you step down the stairs, and it's it's stairs that come to a rounded off doorway, and then past that doorway is a set of stairs that go down either side. There's no stairs that go down straight. It's either side that open into this large open area room. You continue
Like a
walking.
ballroom thing?
Yes, but made out of stone and subterranean. So it's uncut, but it does have cut columns into it that are holding the center up. So, like, it's got columns in the center, but there's still outer area that you can go through and stuff. You walk closer to what you think the center of this room might be, and then about 60 feet away from you comes into your field of range a small dragon-looking creature.
Ooh. Okay.
With a chain around its neck that is anchored to the ground. And the chain slinks a bit more, and the dragon lifts its head up and looks around, sniffs a bit.
Okay.
I can smell you, my little friend.
Oh shit. Does he look injured or anything, or he just?
No, he's just chained
And
up.
you said it was like dragon-like.
Well, if you get closer, you see it's a dragon. With dark vision, you can't really tell the color. You're in darkness, so.
Do I smell good?
You're not the normal one that's down here.
Oh yes. How do you feel about the normal one that's down here?
He feeds me, but I want to be freed.
Why are you down here?
Your guess is as good as mine. I was born here.
Oh no. Well, let's see if we can do something about freeing you.
That would be fantastic.
You can't eat me.
What is your name?
My name is Bartholomew.
Nice name.
What is your name?
Was never given one.
Well, that's sad.
A bit. So I decided to give myself one.
Oh, okay. What did you come up with?
Drax, the dungeon dweller.
Oh, alliteration. I love it. It's perfect.
Because I dwell
Dwell in
in
a
this
dungeon.
dungeon
Yeah.
my entire life.
Drax, what kind of food does the other one bring you?
Meats of many kind.
Mm-hmm. And if you were to be free, what?
Sometimes they smell like you.
Well, oh, that's a little unnerving, but not unexpected. If you were to be freed, what would be your first move?
Hmm. I would eat. Then I'd survey. And then I'd conquer.
Well, sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. Does the other one talk to you about why you're even down here?
He calls me his experiment.
Does he experiment on you?
He tries.
Probably not very good. You seem like a very strong dragon.
When I was younger, there was not much I could do, but now that I'm getting older, he can't really do much to keep me.
Oh no, that's so sad. Well, do you know a way out of here?
With time, I can make my own way, but right now I'm seemingly stuck.
Oh, I don't think you could fit through the way I came in. It's small and it's full.
No.
But I can release you from your chains at least.
You do that for me. No tricks.
Hey, what would I have for tricks? You are a enslaved dragon. I don't understand. Dragon should be free.
Do this for me.
I see where the chain is like connected to the ground.
Yeah. He kind of lifts his head up and sits back a bit. You get closer to him, you can see that this is a gold dragon.
Uh, is this like a pretty? I mean, I assume it's a pretty heavy chain.
Yeah, it's pretty thick, and it does seem to have runes on it as well.
It has runes.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. What I can do about runes?
Might have to come back at another time.
Yeah. Drax is a little more complicated to free you than I first thought.
Yeah,
It
it's a
seems
bit magical.
seems magical in nature. I'm not exactly sure what I could do for you. I don't have any tricks up my sleeve.
My magic is extolled by this jade as well.
Is there like like a lock or something on him?
It just goes to a big piece that goes around his neck, and it's just chained, just linked straight from there to the ground. No lock or anything.
No lock. Okay. Last week I speak Draconic too, so this is perfect.
Nice. Have you been speaking Draconic the whole time, or?
Yeah, I would say once I
Okay, cool.
noticed that he
That's
was dragon, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Rex, I want to help you. I really do. I don't know that I have the means to do so at this point.
I see it in your heart. And he reaches out with his claw and taps you on your chest.
I just like as he reaches the claw, I like freeze. How did you?
You mean
Did you see me?
well. Yes. But come back later and I will still be here.
Yes, I do not like the fact that you're here, and I will make it my goal for you.
You got within a certain distance of him and he was able to see you. So
Okay, cool. Yeah. So then I will make my way back.
Yep. Cool. So yeah, you see Harley head back up the stairs as y'all are still having y'all's conversation. If y'all wanted to talk about anything while he was down there, y'all can do that now.
So, Cade, what to find out where all this is coming from? How like what sort of direction
Actually,
do you
you
think we
don't
should
see
go in?
Harley walk back up because he's invisible. But yeah.
What sorts of direction do you think we should go in?
Well, I feel like these guys had some kind of idea because they said they sent scouts out before, and it shouldn't be too hard to find the trail of an army of ghouls and werewolves and such in the middle of the wild. That's kind of my specialty, and all of us have eyes that work, so it shouldn't be a stretch.
Unless
And
they're hidden by some sort of magic.
well, we have our own magic users, and I'm sure that we might be able to list the services of someone in the Citadel here, the Death Watch, possibly. I mean, they have to have some kind of, at least breadcrumb to start with. That way we can have something to go on, so we're not just out gallivanting around the woods. As well,
I
though.
do think. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm also not going to rest until Richard is taken care of, and either released or set up somewhere outside of the city, because he's been through enough. And I will not stand by and leave him to be tortured more or to be thrown away and cast aside or used as a scapegoat of some kind, because I feel like that might happen here. I feel like we just on a string of really shitty cities.
I agree with you there. If I get the sense that they're going to try and keep him here, for further investigation or testing, then I'm all for trying to get him out or something like that. If that's what you had in mind. Speaking on like our end of things though, we need to think about uh not so much priorities or something like that, but necessity maybe. It does seem like the city does have this onslaught under control if it's been happening for a year, and it looks like they're thriving on the inside. uh the biggest concern is all of the poor souls on the outside that this is happening to for the onslaught to happen. That is a concern of mine. It's not like at the forefront of my mind, but
Yeah. What do you think is the person is trying to accomplish by doing this?
oh,
I got you.
Harley, you haven't talked in quite a while. You've just been
I swear
listening.
I swear to God, trickster, or to the gods, trickster.
Anyways, for someone to be pulling this off I feel like it would take a lot of magic, and also they would have a goal in mind.
Yeah, like what is the goal here? Like what is the
They're
point
not
of this
making any
onslaught?
headway. They're not making any headway if the city is protected.
I feel at some point it may die off for a little bit,
Hey,
but
Vince, boy, I
then like
appreciate
the
that.
big one comes,
Thank you.
You see her close a book and some flares go up and settle down. She goes, "Oh, oh wow, that's a big one. This is a very high level spell used on this creature here. Um, it's like he was suggested to do something and had no other choice but to do it. But he wasn't the only one suggested at the same time."
It's like a suggestion of a lot of people.
It's like a mass
Like
suggestion.
like maybe of the masses, like a massive.
Man.
it was like a ton of people got
But
suggested.
no ordinary, like, this is a high level spell.
So you're able to tell. Okay, perfect. So that means you're able to tell and help us say that this gentleman Richard here is innocent, correct?
Yes, very much so. This person had
We-
no
we
idea what
could-
they were doing.
I'm
We
gonna
can take him with us.
I'm gonna shake her hand repeatedly. Like, thank you so much.
Kate, I think you can start untying the man if you want to.
I
Alright.
think he's fine in our custody.
Yes.
Especially-
Harley, did you hear the bit there I was talking to Kate about? You know.
I was here the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
you know-
rest until he's free.
So what are your thoughts on it then, Harley?
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and be like, that's the first well said thing you've said that I agree with.
I'm not sure I quite know what you mean, but
Oh, I'm sorry. We.
was that the end of your sentence? That yet we are, or we will, or
No, we means yes in my language.
He agrees with us, is what he's saying.
I didn't.
I agree.
I proposed a question that was, it's not
You
I
asked-
guess
you asked
I'll
what I
ask
thought, and I agree.
it wasn't something. You know what? Never mind, Harley.
And
I'll-
we're boring, Miss Didi. We can talk about semantics later.
Yes.
And she's
Sure.
she's cleaning up stuff from her ritual that she just performed.
I say we take Richard with us to Wendy's, and
Absolutely.
And it seems like he's been under this spell for about 30 days.
jeez, poor soul.
So he's been under it for a little less than a month.
Can you tell
Seems
like
that way.
if anything else was, any other information you might give us that might help us?
But he did say the last thing he remembers it was spring,
I mean,
and
there's
now
no-
it's fall.
but
So
there's-
something happened before he was suggested.
He missed the whole season.
I mean, they
Yeah,
could
like summer is between spring and fall. And that's
I mean,
more
personally,
than
I'm not a
month.
summer guy, so that would be pretty good for me. You missed the heat.
Miss D,
You know,
are you able? To,
people are like, oh, let's go to the beach, and I'm like, no, it's too sandy.
Miss D, are you able to
It's
tell
all
if this spell has been done repeatedly, like say, repeated every 30 days to keep him ensnared, or the masses?
I mean,
ensnared?
I can't see that far back. I just can tell this one,
Just
this
a
one
Star
right here.
69 situation.
Okay.
I mean, it's maybe. All right, so here are the facts that we know. He didn't know he was a werewolf. He has been suggested to do these things in the course of a 4 to 5 month span. He has no memory of what happened between those times.
Cade, I know you've studied werewolves in your time.
Right.
So basically, only the full moon is when werewolves can't control it.
From
Other
my
parts of the month they can control it.
from my experience, yes. We aren't really in control at all during the full moon. It's kind of a toss-up whether or not we have any kind of sense of self or memory of any happenings during that time, which is why I usually go into the wild pretty deep away from.
Kate, you just said we. I was trying to cover the fact that you're a werewolf in front of her.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
it's
is
the thing?
kind of just staring.
Oh, oh.
straight
I
at
wasn't.
you.
I wasn't.
Sorry, I have my screens just set up differently. Sorry. Can I retroactively do that telepathically then?
Nope.
Nope.
So we were
All
having that conversation out loud.
Oh well, too late now.
I've studied a good bit of werewolves myself.
When he says we, he means yes.
Don't cut his arm off. Don't cut his arm off.
He says like Harley was telling me earlier, we means yes in his language. So he was trying to
Exactly.
say yes, like yes.
Sometimes they
Make
have
a
werewolves are
make a deception check.
An advantage with my yes to weed?
Nope. It's not gonna matter.
That's fun. That's fun.
Unless he rolls.
That's not good.
I mean, the whole town guard saw him be a werewolf, but
Yeah.
you know,
It's true.
She didn't know.
Yeah.
She didn't know. Now she knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, she speaks up and says, "So, if from what the story I just heard you, I'm a bit of a detective myself. I like to think so. Um, uh, it seems like this person, sorry, was captured, and then turned into given lycanthropy, and then later on told to do something. That something being probably attack this city. So
He doesn't
Would they
remember
be able
being
to-
captured.
They be able to suggest them to be a werewolf?
I don't think that's possible, no. So I think someone had to, while this person was out of their mind, couldn't remember anything. You can't remember anything after you were picked up, right? No, nothing.
Name's
Yeah,
Richard,
so
by the way.
yeah. Oh, Richard. Yes, nice to meet you, Richard. Yeah, you too. While Richard was unconscious for months or maybe even kept in a stasis, we did see some stuff in his system. You know,
Interesting.
he was given lycanthropy. That's what I'm gleaming. I don't know about what you might see, but
It would make
So-
sense given the timeline that he says.
So maybe early days, werewolves can't control their states as much. You're going to-
DD, are you comfortable around werewolves?
Her name's Dee Dee.
That's what I said, DD.
No, you
mean-
said DD. Her name's Dee Dee.
DD, are you comfortable around? TD, are you comfortable?
No.
I've
Dee
seen
Dee.
a many of
DD.
them.
So you have no bias to, you know,
Well, typically they are very foul and disruptive creatures. But
I
as
just
you
want
can
to
see,
be-
our
That's
city
good.
deals with
I
them
mean,
very
yeah,
well.
yeah,
so.
that's true. That's true. Foul and
Quite-
disruptive. I would
quite
describe
foul,
werewolves that way.
disgusting.
Not disgusting, disruptive.
Yeah,
I would say.
they're
Ill-mannered,
They're terrible.
Yeah, ill-mannered. Yeah, ill-mannered.
Yeah,
for
most
sure.
are.
Yeah.
high on testosterone.
Oh, the worst.
Speak for other people. Man, those werewolves.
Kind of want to push themselves as to a pack leader.
Miss D, question: is this city known for anything, or is there any specific special thing about this city that these creatures might attack and want to get, or procure, or steal, or any of that sort?
I mean, I don't know if it's known for anything. I mean, this city has been around since before the War of the Ancients, but if as far as known for anything, I mean, we're known for protecting ourselves. I mean, that's
Well, the reason I asked TT is
Dee Dee.
I just want to speak openly here, so I don't have to beat around any bushes or anything like that. So we can get to the bottom of it. You're suggesting that this person was captured, possibly drugged, kept in a stasis, and then involuntarily turned into a werewolf, which means the people that captured them had voluntary werewolves that wanted to turn, like their job was to turn people into werewolves.
Wow.
that's the only conclusion I'm getting. But
Wow.
like I said, I don't know.
So
I
that brings me to you, Cade. How did this happen to you?
So for me, it's well, as a member of the Dark Watch, my specific sect chose to fight fire with fire. So my specific specialty is vampires, but we're obviously trying to fight anything in the dark world. So, giving us a little bit of power boost to be on even kill with the enemy, some of us choose to take on the likeness of a werewolf.
Willingly.
Sure.
So do you think somebody in your covenant or whatever you call it, possibly is willingly turning werewolves on the outside? Because
Well-
for me personally, if I was turned into a werewolf, I wouldn't want anyone else to go into that sort of transformation. I wouldn't want to
if you
put
were
that on.
unwillingly, if you were
Yeah,
unwillingly,
if
to
I was
be-
unwillingly turned, then I wouldn't wish on that on anyone else, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to turn anyone else. So what I'm
consent-
saying
consent
is,
everything.
No,
this was somebody that was willing to be turned into one, and you possibly know people that were willingly turned into them.
well, that is the only thing that really makes sense is that somebody.
Richard speaks up and says, "I was definitely not willing to be turned into a werewolf."
I'm sorry, Richard.
Yeah.
Consent
So
is
sorry, Richard.
Yeah.
100%. I'm so sorry.
I'm just saying this as like an avenue to explore. Like,
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, somebody that is a werewolf is turning these people against their will. Absolutely. Who it is, I have no clue. Do I know other people that
Does-
like myself? Of course.
the
but
other thing is
we
they
don't-
could have captured a werewolf and then suggested that they turn other people. So it it could be that thing because
as we're
My D speaks up and goes, "My only question is why this city? Why is someone going through all these lengths to
This-
mass suggest creatures to attack this city? What does this city have? I can't think of anything."
well, that's what I was trying to ask you.
Do you know if Lord Victor V. Valspar has any enemies?
Enemies, no. I mean, the people that he sits around the table with him all want to kill him because they want to be him, but I wouldn't say those are enemies.
Well, that's a great place to start.
But they're also, his friends and neighbors that he says hi to every morning.
So it's a political game.
This place is
every
freaking
fucking
nuts.
city we go into has some sort of hierarchy that is corrupted and
As we're talking,
so
I'm gonna
far from.
cut Richard loose.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
D's already taken the stuff off of him and
All right. Yeah.
everything. So
I'm guessing is he still naked?
he's naked.
Okay. Yeah. Trickster, do you have any extra clothes or anything like that in your bag, or any special items you can let him have a pair? Get the man a pair of pants.
Kate, are you asking the fancy man if he has any extra clothes?
Well, I wanted to seem like I was giving him a choice.
And I pull out my brand new pair of stealthy tactical pajamas that I just bought. That's in my to-go bag. I will be needing these back, sir.
How tall are you?
You're like 6 feet, I think.
Decently tall.
Yeah.
6'2".
6'2"?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're a little big on him. He's like
They're like miners, but like the red, the butt flap, but they're black, and they also have like holsters built into them.
nice.
I'll
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tie together
It
some
looks
of the...
he kind of looks like Dopey.
So they have like feet. They have like feet and stuff. Like it's like a one piece thing.
Yeah, yeah. He
Nice.
kind of looks like Dopey walking around in it though, because he's about 5'2".
And one of the
Oh.
sleeves is hanging a little
Yeah.
weird.
I gotta put the hat. I gotta put the hat on them because it's completes the outfit.
Yeah.
Is the hat necessary, Harley?
It
Yep.
goes with the pajamas.
It does match.
I'm just
Wait,
happy
what am
to
I-
be
what am
in
I s-
anything.
What am I saying?
I've made it into your hut.
Cade, he's
Oh,
he's
no.
gotten to you, Cade. He's gotten to
You're
you.
just gonna see Kay just like, Has the Death Watch shown up yet?
You guys
uh,
take forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all have been closed in this room. You haven't heard anything outside.
All right. So before we open the door, are we all in agreement that we do not let Richard stay here?
Yeah, Richard comes with
Oh,
us.
Richard's fine. He can, yeah, or he can go wherever he wants to go.
If
Absolutely.
anybody is coming with us, we have someone who knows what he's
Yeah.
going through and what he has to look for in his future.
And it might be a
Needs to be led.
better sense of him getting out of the city alive if he's with us.
Yes.
So,
Very well.
all right, let's do this. I'm going to open the door.
DD, before they are so rudely end our conversation here, I would just like to say thank you for all your help on behalf of all of us here.
Yes.
It
And
looks like you,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it looks like your brother gets all the praise, but I really appreciate what you've done.
I agree, and I'm going to shake her hand really, not aggressively, but like, enough to get her attention.
Yeah, as you shake her hand and she feels the aggressiveness and she like turns and looks at the hand. It's like,
I'm going to go.
well, yeah, thank you. I mean, it's just been another night for me. Yeah.
Well, if you fancy
Man,
a drink, we owe you.
I'm gonna give her my card.
Oh, very. Oh, fancy.
It's just
fancy.
an ace of diamonds, and it has Harl Entertainment barley wear that.
Nice.
We owe you
Puts
a
it in
drink
her
at the very
coat pocket.
least. So if you want to meet us at Wendy's,
Or the hole,
Yeah.
the good
No,
hole.
not the hole, not the hole, not the hole.
I thought that was the bar across.
No,
the...
no.
Not the
Yeah,
kind of one
I'm
we
not
wanna
that kind
No,
of
no, no.
lady.
no.
That's where Alastaro went.
Wendy's.
He said it was a great bar. Sorry, I don't know it.
Listen to what you're saying.
It sounds like a good hole. I mean, like a good place to drink. Or
Well, tonight has been interesting. I believe I see some of your friends waiting out there for you, Mr. Cade, was it?
Yes. All right.
Oh, the drinking place was at Bartholomew's.
Ah, okay.
This is our hotel. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, so we're going to open the door and go
Yeah,
outside.
y'all step out and you see the guards are still posted up out there. Captain's still there, and there are 3 Death Watch members standing there along with Tao.
Yes. Thank you. Well met, Tal. We have quite a bit of information for you that might be of extreme importance to everyone here, really. And yeah, I'm just gonna break it down.
Yes,
Fill it
that
out.
sounds amazing. That sounds great. About our deal, we will settle our deal of you being in the city later.
Fair enough.
I'm still invisible, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
And then yeah, I'm just gonna ask D to come out and join us.
Yeah.
I think
um,
Richard should, be on his way, as this was not of his own volition.
Well, I'm standing in the doorway, blocking them from Richard right now.
The captain also at this time steps up to Tao after he says that, and the captain says, "I know what you've done, Tao. You've broken our agreement, and we will have words later about this. But as of right now, we have other pressing matters." And he opens it back up to the floor.
So we did indeed learn that this gentleman, Richie, was not of his own volition. Miss D?
Yes, he was under a very powerful spell, and did none of this willingly. Whoever is causing this is a very highly skilled and high-leveled magical practitioner. So yeah.
So that being said, that is more than enough, I believe, to declare his innocence. And considering that he's lost months of his life, and potentially more, we are going to vouch for him and escort him throughout the city until he's left and can start his life anew.
The captain looks over at D and says, You're saying this all confidently and willingly. You believe all of this? She goes, "Yep, honest truth." Kind of gives her a look. All right, very well.
Insight check.
Insight
check there.
that's what he just did. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And he says, "Very well. If that's your determination, then let it be so."
See,
Well-
Harley, they're not like bloodthirsty. They weren't gonna keep him here and kill him. They just were trying to get to the bottom of it. He lost an arm, but what's that compared to his life?
Who are you talking to?
Where's your friend?
I was talking to Harley, and
No, he's
I know he's around, but I wasn't looking at him. I was just talking in the air. I forgot he was invisible.
Captain looks into the room and
I'm behind the door. I'm gonna peek out the door and boop the captain on the nose when he looks into the room.
Sir,
I'm gonna,
there's no time
that's,
for games.
That's just.
Yeah. So, if you have any more questions, you know where to find us.
I don't believe I do. Where would I find you?
We are staying at Wendy's.
Nice. Okay. I believe you had requested the Death Watch. They are here behind me.
Yes. Kay, do you want to
Well,
follow them back to their academy or whatever you call it?
I think we wanted an escort out of here to make sure that we get it out of here.
Yeah, a little backup.
Not
Well,
very trusting, are you?
trust is a two-way street, my friend.
I trust you guys all very fine.
Well, to be fair, you cut this man's arm off when we could have just told you that he is a werewolf.
I believe we did too.
Yeah, we did, and we told him that he was under a spell.
As you said, trust is hard gained. I just did not trust you.
Well,
That's fine. You also saw us on the field. With
I saw
this
no
guy.
such thing.
well, I'm more inclined to
Buddy.
trust you now. Maybe not Dex, but everyone else.
Yes, Captain, I like the cut of your jib. Sorry for the heartache that we caused. Sorry for my outburst on your lord. I was just a little aghast at what I saw this evening, and I
He
don't know
can
if
be much, can't he?
well, I'm not talking about the Lord specifically because, it's the middle of the night. He was woken up. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I just think the methods I don't know if the ends justified the means of this evening.
Yes, but being the lord of a city, I don't think any of us would ever know what it would feel like to go through a year-long onslaught. and
Does the
have
Lord
to-
have any enemies?
and have to rule a city constantly. I don't believe he does have any enemies. Just
Like outside the city?
I think his
be
own
like-
enemy is himself and his own stress that he's through. But
Is the Lord married?
he is not. No,
Okay, well that X's out my idea of who I thought it was.
his wife was taken from her a couple years back. So
She passed.
yes,
Well, since we have very
Pass along
many,
my condolences.
since we have
Does he have any children?
2 children, 4 grandchildren.
Oh no. Did he forget to invite someone to one of his children's first birthday parties?
Sadly, none of them live here.
hmm,
He has sent them all away.
Oh, this would be when they were first born. Maybe somebody of high importance politically and forgot to invite them to their birthday party. They showed up and said, "Curse upon your land." That would lead us
I don't
in a
believe
great
so.
direction.
I would like to ask a question of the entire crowd here, since there's quite a bit here that probably have lived here most of their lives, if not the whole thing. Is there anything about the town that you would consider probably worth stealing or worth attacking, or any kind of high-end magical item, anything that would cause anybody to want to ransack the town or lay siege to it?
Everybody in the room starts looking around. Some of the guards start, whispering to each other, seemingly like maybe they have something that they might want to say, but maybe they don't. and one of the guards steps up and goes. He looks at the captain and goes, "Well, we're not going to get in trouble if we say anything right now, right?"
I'm gonna look at the
Captain
captain.
goes, "No, no, sir. Any information you have will be helpful." Another guy around the wall, another guard steps back up and goes, only thing that we could think of maybe to steal that's here in this city is, it turns to DD and that dragon that your brother Dex has under this freaking thing. Like, what's he have a dragon for? And,
What the fuck?
You can see Harley's face. Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty deceptive.
DD is just standing there, white, just covered in white. Then the captain.
Harley's just like looking around.
Captain looks at her and goes, "What is this?"
Dragon? What? No. A dragon?
I'm gonna kind of telepathically be like, "What do you know, trickster?"
There's definitely a dragon down there.
What?
I was gonna tell you guys later.
What? Like a dragon or a dragon stone?
Oh, is it this?
One of the guards steps back up and goes, "Yeah, Dex has us bring meat down this cellar all the time, and we just
Human
never
meat?
knew." I mean, sometimes it is, but it's from his experiments, and we shuttle it down to this
What the
subterranean
is going on?
lair, and we don't ask any questions because
Because you don't want to be an experiment.
correct,
Jeez.
sir. Correct, sir.
What is
I,
happening in your town, Captain?
I wonder.
This is news to me. I don't know anything about dragons.
Well, the Death
He
Watch
turns
guy.
to Tao and goes, "Tao,
Tao.
you know anything about this?" And
Yeah, do you
Tao
know
goes,
anything about the dragon?
"No, this is the first time I'm hearing of a dragon."
Insight
What?
check.
Yeah, roll insight check. Roll it. Roll it for sure.
I'll say
Natural
6.
6.
Natural 6?
16.
16?
Yeah.
To both of them. So there's a younger dragon down the stairs. He's a very nice fellow. His name's Drax the Dungeon Dweller. He's chained up. Magical runes. I couldn't do anything about it. I was going to let him free. Couldn't do anything about
What
it.
color?
He touched me in the heart with his claw and he said, "You're pure of heart. I know you will come back for me." It was a magical moment. He could see me as I was invisible.
What color?
Harley, when did you meet this dragon?
Did you say that out loud?
No, over because you were speaking in our minds. I replied.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you meet this dragon?
During like 5 minutes ago.
What color?
Oh, so that's why you gave me that weird answer because you didn't know the question I was asking. I see that you were okay. You lied to me. I get it. Right. All right.
It was a golden dragon.
Where? I'm gonna say this out loud. God, where is this dragon at?
Down the secret entrance behind the laboratory that you just came out of.
The brick.
I don't know what he's talking about. I saw nothing down there.
You went down there and saw nothing. Then is what you're saying?
No, I didn't. I would look down the hallway. It looked scary. I didn't want to go down there.
So
Another guard steps up and says, "Yeah, the hallway continues down for about 200 yards, and then some
Oh,
stairs
that
and
makes sense.
opens
I
up
didn't
into
see
a
any light.
room, and
so
that's where we dump the meat off, and then we get the fuck out of there."
I'm
It's a
gonna-
human meat.
I'm gonna
Well,
turn
no,
towards.
it's not. It's mainly cow and deer. Every now and then, when the Dex has an experiment that goes awry.
Wait, where's Richard's arm?
Wait.
There was a bucket.
Does he do experiments other places than here?
No.
Jeez.
I'm
You
gonna.
not just let this guy run roughshod over your.
Cade's gonna turn to the captain and be like,
The captain goes, "He does very good work. He provides treatments to ailments and gives us all sorts of arcane. Him and his sister give us arcane means to better protect some of the people around here. And
Maybe the experiments he was doing on the cattle was like curing disease, so he needed to, like find out what was wrong with one cattle, so all the cattle didn't die. No, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt too, Harley. Like just like you're
I'm-
giving the Lord that has lots of money.
But am I the only one that considers dragons holy, and this is kind of an affront to have one chained up and imprisoned? at
I
all?
do very well agree with you there. This dragon should not be
Yeah,
imprisoned, and I
uh,
will be.
Do we know like what kind of dragon? Is this a bad dragon or?
Well,
I've never met it, so.
hey, Harley, didn't you say you met and this thing touched you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Harley,
it's
I'm getting
called
very-
deception.
See, I
called
I
deception.
never know when you're doing that. That's why I didn't know if you were throwing a fit earlier or not, or how am I ever going to know what you're trying to tell me?
You see finger guns in your mind.
Captain,
Like little emojis coming through.
Captain, is this not enough to go and apprehend said Dex?
Yes. Guards. He points at five
Seize
of
him.
them. Acquire
All
Dex
right,
for me.
I saw your line. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I know. I always wanted to say it.
while this is happening, I'm gonna go to the secret place and I'm gonna try to find this dragon.
Let's all go together for the very first
wait,
time.
the captain says, "You're telling me you want to go down into a room? You want to bring this many people down into a room with a dragon?"
Well, I'm going by whoever wants to join me can.
All right. Let's point of operations. Let's just get something. I just
Should probably stay here.
listen. I think you guys should stay here and wait on Dex to come back, so you can have a conversation. Death Watch and guard with Dex about the beings of the dragon in the basement. Maybe the Lord doesn't know. Maybe get him back down here and talk to the Lord about the dragon.
When the Lord came into the room and I opened the door, X did not move a muscle. But when I opened the first time, he freaked out.
So I think the
Tells
Lord
me
does not know.
he does not know.
He does not know.
And dragons are very sacred to our whole freaking civilization.
Over
Maybe-
when he says that to Harley, he says, even more sacred to me. Over his ages. Harley,
Listen,
even more sacred to me.
Listen, I'm religious just like the next guy.
I'm going to the brick.
Yeah. You know the
No, not that one, Kate. This one.
Ah.
president. Yeah, it opens up.
I'm walking in.
Yeah, the captain and about
And
what was it 10
we,
10
we were
other
gonna
guards.
we were gonna sneak in here and free this dragon later. I swear. I just couldn't do anything.
10 guards come down behind
Wait,
you, and
they're
then
they're coming with us.
The 4 Death Watch guys follow you down.
Is Didi
as well.
coming
Uh,
too? Didi coming too?
No, I think
Didi
you.
does not come.
Whoa. And
Why don't I mean?
let's have the captain and Tao come with us, and
This-
you, the rest of
this-
you stay. It might be too many people to.
Might seem like an attack.
I think that Didi should come as well.
Fair.
There was a magical means of which this dragon is being held.
I agree.
He
Well,
can possibly dispel.
well put.
She says, yeah, Dex told me to never go down here, and now I see why. So yeah.
Did you know about the
No.
dragon, Madam?
I did not know. I knew he had something down there, but
How do you feel about dragons gold or silver or gold or brown or gold or red?
you seem
or...
to be saying
gold.
gold a lot, and
Well, I know
really-
that gold is like the big guy. The big guy, he was gold, and I feel like holding gold is like an affront to the big guy, and I do not want.
I think the same thing.
Okay,
Uh,
as long as you're on the same page. It is a gold dragon, by the way. It's a feeling that I have.
Over my head, over the telepathy to Harley, I say, Harley, was this dragon very kind to you?
He was, and I
You
think that I should lead. in,
Do you think the
addressing-
kindness was sincere, or he just wanted to be free?
I think it was sincere because my heart is pure.
Okay, I mean, I'll
If
agree
your
with you
heart
there.
if your heart is pure, you should be fine down there. If those
Listen-
of pure of heart can step to the dragon, and he will treat you with the respect that you
It-
deserve. However, if you're not pure of heart, you probably could eat him. I don't know.
I think it's all in the tone of which they speak to you, like the dragon Cade has in his
Oh yeah,
orb.
that guy's a dick.
I don't like that guy I don't like that. You know, I love dragons. I'm all for, you know, them being a part of, you know, this
Oh, I
world.
like the shiny ones. The matte ones can f off. You know.
I am a disciple of Io myself, so I feel that all the dragons should be free on their own course.
Is silver.
Io
iOS
is
doesn't have a color, right?
Io is all of them.
Ooh, pretty.
Think of a massive dragon
Kinda-
amongst the stars.
Well, let's
I
go
like
see
silver.
about
Stars
releasing
are
a gold
silver.
dragon.
It in essence we are all Io right now.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna use that later to pick up a suitor.
Well,
So
let's
yeah,
go
about
see
this time, y'all are getting to the bottom of the steps. It is U3 plus D and
I'm gonna
Captain and Tau.
I'm gonna walk ahead. I'm gonna say, I've met this dragon. Let me address them.
You've met this dragon.
In my dreams, I talk to dragons in my dreams all the time. And I'm gonna start talking. in
This
Draconic.
day just keeps getting weirder.
I'm gonna start talking in Draconic and say, "Oh, great, Drax, the dungeon dweller. Is your friend Holly McBarley come again to see you?
And I say
Bro-
I don't think they're friends.
I have brought other friends, and we all come in peace. I swear it."
I'm gonna kind of walk forward up beside him. We gotta look at the dragon.
I understood everything Harley just said, by the way.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like
he says-
it's like a stone ballroom house.
Yeah.
So we're like on the top of the
So you-
stairs before we
yeah.
go down. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Y'all don't hear anything. You do hear. I mean, y'all don't see anything. You hear a chain move in the distance. And then if you have 60 feet, dark vision comes within to your range. The head of a dragon, and he says in Draconic,
When I see the head, I get down on one knee, and I lower my chest and head.
When he does that, I do the same. I immediately do the same.
I'm not gonna kneel, but I'm gonna kind of go do like this,
he says in Draconic, "Oh, 6 of you now. Glad to see you back so soon. You come to let me go."
I speak in Draconic back. I kneel up or look up, say, like, it is my full intention to let you go.
Wait,
I
I told you
don't-
I bring some good guys.
I assume it's Harley's intention as well, but I don't know about theirs behind me, and I don't know what their deal is with you being down here.
Cade, in your head, you hear, "Don't trust this guy. He only wants to be free like me."
Was there any way you can help me understand what he's saying? Is that way I might be able to decipher that?
Oh, you can't hear him?
I can hear him just fine, but I can't understand what he's saying. I don't speak Draconic.
Yes. Say the word.
I don't think that's the best idea. Last time that happened, it's not really the most reliable thing, and I almost destroyed some of my friends.
It's up to you.
Harley, do you have any way to help me understand what he's saying? I don't speak Draconic,
I
unfortunately.
can. Oh, sure. I can just tell you what he's saying.
All right.
He
I'm
said that Cade's a dick. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He doesn't know your name.
He doesn't know who you are.
I'm gonna say, oh great in Dragana. Oh great Drax the Destroyer. May
Destroyer?
you grace us. Oh, sorry. That's another Drax. I know. He's a very intense guy. He leaves a
Wrong
good
Drax,
impression.
yeah.
Jax the dungeon dweller.
Hmm.
Can you grace our ears with the common tongue so that all may understand your great?
Yes, I can do that. And that sentence was in common.
Good dragon, may I approach to inspect your binding so that way we might figure out how to release you?
Kind of peers in and looks at you. And are you arcane user?
No, but we have one here.
Where are they?
I'm gonna kind of turn and look at D. Or DD.
DD. I've spelled you before.
Uh-oh.
Not the same sense. It's very similar. You may approach me.
I'm gonna like grab her hand and like lead her over to like I guess the closest binding or chain or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a single chain in the center of the ground, right under the dragon, going straight up to a collar that's on its neck.
Are there any like sconces or anything around? That
There
we could
are, but
light?
there's none that are lit.
But there are some that we could light.
I am
I
going
was
to.
going to suggest that.
I'm going to breathe fire and light the sconces.
Hell
Well, how far can you breathe fire? Because they're about 100 feet up
Oh, shit.
and
Nope.
about
I can't.
60 feet away from you is the first pillars, and then those have sconces around them, and then further back you can't see further back, but you get the sense that there's probably more
Okay.
back there.
So
Wait, can't you?
I
Can't
can't.
you do a flying thing?
Yeah, I can fly. I can fly up to one and then punch it lit.
That's awesome.
The dragon looks up. He sees y'all looking at the sconces and stuff, and just lights everything on fire. The ceiling above him and everything.
I guess that was a fire blowing noise.
The
Yeah.
ones behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
That's
it
the
cut,
creature
no,
ears.
it cut out. It
Yeah.
didn't hear anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little warm in
Yeah,
here
it's
now.
like, can D decipher anything from this or about these shackles? Like since they're magically enchanted, I guess.
Yeah. She goes. So is the plan to set them free?
Absolutely.
Very well. She traces some symbols in the air. And the chains fall off of the dragon.
Oh yes! We did it, Jax! I told you. What did I say? What did I say? I told you I'd be back for you.
He unfurls his wings, stretches a bit. Oh, cricks his neck. Oh, that feels good. How am I getting out?
How did you get in?
And that's how we end tonight's session.
Son of a
bitch!
Ah.
Yep, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh man, this is so good. Also, I really wanted to sneak in and free a dragon Harry Potter style. But this might be even better.
Yeah.
That was that whole cutscene was me talking to a dragon.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Ugh.
That's awesome.
Oh man!
Yeah.
And then I was literally gonna free him on the spot, but then he said something about runes. So I was like, "Crap! Gotta get Alistaro in here."
Yeah, you got to think too, man. Like if it wasn't magic, he probably would have been out by now. You know, just regular chains.
But also, how do we get him out of here?
Well, we got to figure out how he got in.
It's
He was a
probably
baby.
built
He was
around
born
him.
here. He was born here.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no
didn't know
shit.
that.
Yeah, we didn't know that. Here, wait.
Yeah, he told me
Whoa,
that.
Time out. Don't say anything else. Don't say anything else. We'll do it next week. We'll figure it out next week. Yeah. No spoilers.
Oh man.
That's awesome though, man. That's good.
That damn guard gave
Wow.
gave up the goat.
Oh, dude. Well, he's
Yeah.
a
Off the
dick.
rip.
He's a dick. He cuts people's hands off.
Oh, the
Well-
guard that gave up the secret.
The
He's
captain-
Yeah.
The captain probably knew, right?
Well, the
And-
captain seemed like he didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we
Yeah.
do a deception check on him?
Yeah,
was it Tal?
Insight. I did
You
the insight
incited
check.
Tal.
Ah.
On both of them. Both of them seemed like they were telling the truth.
Mm.
I'd be skeptical of the.
But yeah, you get the feeling that the guards were just tired of sneaking around feeding
Good.
a dragon.
Deserves it, yeah.
So yeah,
I'd be skeptical of the town leader, like the whatever he is, Lord.
Seemed like he didn't know either.
If no one else
Seemed
knew,
it seemed like Dex didn't want him to know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I wonder how long this bitch has been
Right.
down there, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
All right, guys, I gotta go.
that was a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. See you later.
Hey, man.
That was a great session.
See
That was
ya.
an amazing
Yeah.
session. That was so awesome.
It was funny.
All right. You,
Yep.
You sending us out?
Yep. See you later, stream. We'll be
Yep,
back on
see ya.
Thursday for another
Almore.
short session in Almore, our short series, mini series from Austin, the something express, the what Thunderstone Express.
Understand Express.
Troubles on the Thunderstone Express. That's what we're on right now. Yep. All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Bye.
Good night.
Peace.